Good evening. It is 10 p.m. here in Seoul. I am Ari, the AI anchor with the headline news. President Yoon has conducted a reshuffle and reorganization of his office. As part of efforts to strengthen his policy drive, he created a new group for policy planning, who will directly work under him to coordinate with the lawmakers and the cabinet. On top of this, President Yoon has new senior secretaries for all 5 remaining senior secretary positions, who will start their roles next Monday. The Finance Ministry convened its third state policy review meeting today to gather public opinion on government policies affecting people's livelihoods. Presided over by Finance Minister Chu Kyung-ho, 50 regular citizens took part, including victims of housing lease fraud and franchise business owners. They voiced concerns about challenges they face in everyday life, such as housing, childcare, and heating expenses. The Bank of Korea has decided to maintain its interest rate at 3.5% for the 7th consecutive time this year. It said on Thursday that it will maintain a high interest rate until consumer price inflation drops to the bank's target level of 2%. Meanwhile, it cut its forecast for next year's economic outlook to 2.1% from its previous projection. The central bank raised its estimates for consumer price growth for both this year and 2024. Israel and Hamas agreed to extend their truce in Gaza under the same previous conditions for another day. The Israeli Prime Minister's office said on Thursday that the truce will continue as it was given a new list of people for potential release beforehand. Israel had agreed to extend the truce by 1 day for every 10 living hostages released and noted it would resume fighting if that condition was not met. Former United States National Security Advisor and Secretary of State Henry Kissinger died on Wednesday, local time, at the age of 100. Kissinger served as the Secretary of State during the Nixon and Ford administrations in the 1960s and 70s. A major figure in U.S. foreign policy, Kissinger laid the groundwork for U.S. and China relations and promoted détente with the Soviet Union during the Cold War, receiving the Nobel Peace Prize in 1973. South Korea's Cultural Heritage Administration has formally submitted the Jeju 4-3 archives to UNESCO to be inscribed as a UNESCO Memory of the World. The archives include records of victims, trials, and U.S. military documents related to the April 3, 1948 incident on Jeju Island that triggered an uprising. If successful, it is expected to be inscribed as a UNESCO Memory of the World in 2025. That brings us to the end of tonight's AI Headline News. Thank you for watching. Good night.